try to experience your practice, your good practice is always with the peace. What is the peace? Absence of laziness is called peace. Therefore, try to increase your strength, your vitality, your immunity. Then by using that vitality, immunity, try to serve others. Try to measure your practice quality with the quantity, amount of service we provide to others. That is the important measurement. Let me explain clearly. When we are practicing yoga, this is the easiest practice. This is the most important, easiest of easy practice. It is 100% guarantee you practice, problem will disappear. Why problems are not disappearing? It is because when we practice, we start comparing our perceptions. I practiced 2 days before, bright light came. Today that light is not coming. How you can compare what is today and what are 2 days before? 2 days before you are different, today you are different. 2 days before this earth and whole system was different, today is different. Because I compare my experiences with the past. That is the biggest problem. Or what I feel. I try to talk each other. I want to share what experience you have, what I have. Moment you start sharing, your practice will go down. But what you experience, you cannot say, there is no language. Why want to confuse another person? Therefore, try to experience your practice. Your good practice is always with the peace. What is the peace? Absence of laziness is called peace. Peace does not mean leave everything and go and sit in the room. I am not interested in any kind of problem. Therefore, I want to feel peace. I am going in my room. I will have mum. I will not talk. No, this is not peace. Peace is called joining others, serving others. Peace means try to increase power of senses, power of mind, power of intellect to serve others. That is called the peace. Therefore, remember, try to observe peace, how much service you are ready to give. Service first you will give to the nearest of near, first to head to toes. What you are eating and how to eat the best way. When through the nose air is going, in what way you are consuming that air? Through the eyes we are consuming the images. What is the principle of consumption of the images? Through the ear you are consuming the sound waves. What is the principles? Therefore, try to increase your strength, your vitality, your immunity. Then by using that vitality, immunity, try to serve others. Try to measure your practice quality with the quantity, amount of service we provide to others. That is the important measurement. Suppose that something is very healthy. I do not like, I will not eat. It means you do not love yourself. Some food is very healthy if you know it. Try to exercise willpower to develop taste for that. Then we struggle. I do not like this, I will not eat it. Find out what is the truth behind that. When you observe truth behind that, if you came to realize that is the best healthy food, but we do not like it, try to exercise willpower to like that food, exactly in the same way. What we should like only one thing, how much we accept head to toes in different modes, in different dimensions, in lying, sitting, standing, working, resting. First try to love yourself. Moment you have no complaint, what you are experiencing you like it, something you experience you are not able to accept it, do not worry. Again try to understand what is Kriya Yoga. Again try to understand and practice again. Moment you start practicing sincerely, you will realize every day you will have more immunity, more vitality, more peace, more joy. You will have more commitment for others. That is called the peace. That is what is our aim of life. Therefore, regarding the intake of food, that is very important to understand it. Therefore, whatever you are eating, try to think that food, what is going to happen that food. Oh, I feel very tasty. What is that? Oh, that is very nice chicken and mutton and fish and so. All right, no, I am vegetarian. Okay, then what you like? I like dosa, I like South Indian, I like North Indian, this and that, all right. Then if you are having this vegetarian and you are vegan, then why this problem? We do not know how to eat this vegetarian food. When you are eating, for example, we are eating carrot. And it is called the carrot is the precursor of the vitamin A. Carotene is there. And when carotene is transformed into vitamin A easily, that's a very good vitamin A, what we need it. Okay, therefore I am eating carrot. But what is happening to carrot? I am going to increase vitamin A within me, but I am not thinking about carrot. Okay, let me think about carrot. Then carrot was a seed. The seed was sown. Then it became a little plant. This root came, this stem came, and slowly, it gets the leaf, then we get the carrot. All right, this is called the carrot. This is the leaf. Now just wait, observe it more. Then flowering comes, then flower comes. Okay, just wait again. And that seed will come. When the seed will come, then this will dry. Because the seed was here, you have created seed. Now you have to consume seed, not the root. You have to eat seed, not the root. But you are eating root. Now when you are eating the seed, this one seed was sown, and now you produce many seed. Try to collect the best seed for again, for cultivation. Remaining then eat. This is the way how to eat. If you are eating carrot, radish, turnip or any kind of food, try to think about that food. What is happening to that food? You are not thinking to maintain existence of that food. I eat carrot, what happens to the carrot? Oh, it was seed, it is gone into my stomach. You have to produce seed, then you have to eat. This is simple way. Whatever giving me strength, I have to think about that also. But this is the big chapter. Then how to attend this chapter, how to understand it, do not worry. All knowledge is hidden in ether. Practice Kriya Yoga sincerely, you will be able to dig out all the knowledge which is stored in the ether. That is the biggest dictionary. Let us bow down to our devotion. We have in Kriya Yoga meditation. क्रिया योग में अपनी भक्ति को नमन करें. Return to original position, open eyes. पूर्व स्थिति में आंखें खोलें.